Intended, but do you feel the same? Lovers, late at night, I will be right here too. Out of sight, love is understood. Hey everybody, it is your girl Imani P from the DMV. You know where I'm at, you know where I be. And welcome to my channel, imaniversus, where I talk about music, culture, and more. So today, y'all, don't look at my wig. If you do, you're anti-black. Anyway, today, y'all, I'm getting ready to go to Beyonce Renaissance World Tour. Getting my makeup done, getting my hair done. This is not like my outfit, so I'll show you everything at the end. But I'm also going to be talking about a rap artist named Magoo, and this is part of my Surviving Blackground record series, which is a record label we're going to talk about, and it's various artists that has had to fight for their music and their likeness back from Barry Hankerson, Jomo Hankerson, and Blackground Records. All of this is alleged, so let's get started.
I'd rather we just skip the formalities.
So Blackground Records 2.0 is an American record label founded and owned by Barry and Jomo Hankerson. Jomo was his son. It was founded in 1993 and was formed to sign the Princess of R&B, Aaliyah. For those of y'all who do not know, Barry Hankerson, before he made this record label, was Robert Kelly's manager, a record producer, and a music label owner in the past. So like I said, they have allegedly, messed around with a lot of artists like money and their likeness and their talent. And today we're going to be talking about the Norfolk rapper Magoo, who was part of the rap duo Timbaland and Magoo. Melvin Magoo Barcliff is an American rapper from Norfolk, Virginia. He started in a 3-person group with Timbaland, Pharrell, and Larry Hill called SBI, Surrounded by Idiots. Yep. Magoo was introduced to them by Larry, Pharrell, and Timbaland by Larry. It was just kind of blown away by how talented they were because of how young they were. At the time, they were all teenagers in Virginia, and Pharrell was already part of his group Nerds, but didn't really want to leave them, with Chad and everybody. And then Timbaland was a DJ already, and like at 16, it was already DJing parties. It was really popular in Norfolk at the time. Also, a fun fact, Magoo at the time was being compared to the rapper Q-Tip, who is part of A Tribe Called Quest. But he wasn't trying to imitate him, Magoo was saying when I was doing my research. He just kind of sounded the way he sounded. And he used to get annoyed when people used to compare him to Q-Tip, which is crazy to me. Because they do sound like Q-Tip, but I would have never thought neither of them were trying to copy each other. I just, growing up, I just thought they just sounded the same. So yes, Magoo was a part of SBI for a while. They was grinding, they was doing their thing out in Norfolk, Virginia Beach area. After the group was over and done with, and like I said, Pharrell was part of Nerds already. He was just helping out with SBI, Magoo, and Tim, just because he was just interested. But eventually they meet Missy Elliott through Timbaland. And they started working with Timbaland on a compilation album called The Basement. Included Genuine, Aaliyah, Missy, Luda, and more artists. They got the opportunity through Missy Elliott, persistent personality, against Devontae Swing, who was part of Jodeci at the time, and helping other acts like Missy's group and Al B. Shore. So that's how they're able to get on with the Basement series and get on into the industry a little bit because of Devontae Swing and Missy Elliott. So after all of that, just kind of grinding, doing music, meeting people, like making music together with Tim and Missy and other people that were signed to Blackground, because some of the artists that they were working on the Basement series compilation album were already signed to Blackground Records through Aaliyah, who was Barry Harkison's niece and R&B singer sensation at the time. The duo Timbaland and Magoo were signed, then dropped their first album, Welcome to Our World, and it sold over 1 million copies, and they spawned a few hits. So up jumps the boogie, and they also dropped 2 albums after that. So, you know, all of this to say that, you know, Magoo, Timbaland, everybody was making some good music in the 90s. Was meeting people, was on top of the world, finally got to Norfolk and making money. You know, they were everywhere. All people's songs and people's music videos, working with Aaliyah, working with Luda, everybody. So my thing is, what happened from just being so popular to now people barely even bring up Magoo? So let me tell you what happened. And this isn't no shade to Magoo or anybody, because Magoo just passed away, which really upset me because I was making this video about him and I'm like, wow, like he passed away. But I'm glad I'm making this video because people need to know him. I like Magoo. He was a good rapper, you know, rest in peace and praise to his family and friends. But what ended up happening was Blackground allegedly stole and blackballed Timbaland and Magoo. And the reasonings is just so ridiculous, y'all. There isn't like a whole lot of information out there about what actually happened with, I guess like the lawsuit and what happened, why would Magoo leave. There's hints of things he said from what I read. But from looking at what Timbaland's side of things, because Timbaland is part of the duo. In 2009, Timbaland filed a lawsuit saying that the record label, Blackground Records 2.0, was jealous and hostile because his career was taking off. So the record label withheld royalties and more from Timbaland. So from there, I kind of inferred that that's probably what happened with Magoo as well. When I was looking up information about Magoo, saw an interview, I'll link it below, where I got most of this information from. He even kind of hints that, you know, he said before all the financial stuff happened, before, you know, everything was bad, this is what we were doing, kind of type of vibe. So I can only infer that's kind of what happened. They were withholding royalties and not letting them make money off of their 2 albums that they released, 3 albums that they released under Blackground Records. So I know by 2012, the lawsuit was finally resolved and they got to leave Blackground Records officially, which was Timbaland and Magoo. I'm not sure the details of everything, who won, what money, but I just know that they were able to finally be released from their contract. And this is just, I guess, like a constant theme when you look up information about the artists on Blackground. Tony Braxton, Tank, Genuine. And I feel like their mishandling and of these artists really kind of put a big hole in their career. I feel like a lot of these artists on their record label could have been bigger if they were being treated well, basically. And people say this a lot. So that's why I'm doing this series. And I wanted to start with Magoo and talk about him. Before his recent passing, Magoo was still doing things in the industry, but he did not like fame. He did not take fame very well when he was on top of the world in everybody's face, all over TV and everything back in the 90s. So the last like 20 years, he is in the industry, but he was doing things more background, and he did not want to tell people what exactly he was doing or whose life he was a part of when making dreams come true in the background in the industry. Magoo just didn't like people switching up on him. He said that He will get free food that he wouldn't get if he wasn't famous. He didn't like that. He didn't like family treating him different. He was just having a rough time adjusting. So I understand that being famous looks terrible. You know, when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, fame. But as I got older, I was like, you know what? I would much rather be rich, because fame looks terrible. And plus, you could be famous and be broke. I don't know what. I mean, look at TLC. Look at a lot of rappers nowadays. Very famous people, but they be broke, y'all. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, these rappers be broke. But anyway, Magoo did put on some producers. He put on like different writers and stuff, whatever he was doing in the industry in the background. And you know, he has passed away as a recent about probably like 5 days ago. Such a surprise to me, and I know it's probably a surprise to a lot of people, but I just wanted to do this video and give him his props. He's a good rapper, very fast rapper, very real, and I really respect Magoo, and rest in peace to him. And you know, this is the ending to my part 1 series of surviving Blackground Records and Barry Hankerson. Just want to say alleged again, because I'm not the one. And thank you for watching. So what do y'all think about this video, Magoo? I'm almost done with my makeup, as you can see. And so I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of what I look like at the very end, but I'll put a picture in so y'all can see the whole thing all together, because I was in a rush this day. I had a long weekend, y'all. So yeah. So this is how it looked in the end. Like I said, I had a long weekend. The wig was giving helmet, but I had a hat on, my little cowboy hat, and I had my jewels on my face. Very cute, y'all. I was really excited. That's it. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video on this channel. Check out my Spotify playlist, and check out all my medias. Everything's at imaniversus. And let me know who y'all want me to talk about next. You want me to do Missy Elliott, Timbaland, or we can do Aaliyah next. I mean, I don't mind. Or we can do Tony Braxton or Tank, because I really want to talk about, I think, Tank. Anyway, let me know who you want to talk about next. Okay, peace out, A-Town. Bye.
Standing, get it right. What I need from you is everlasting. Lovers at night, I might regret the day. What's it worth? Yeah, can't keep on no more, especially when I'm sober. I won't